Hello, my dear listeners, and welcome back to the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show, your go to podcast for all things like personal growth, career guidance, and self discovery. And today, we are diving into a topic that touches every single one of us, yet remains one of the hardest things to master: the art of letting go. So, my dear listeners, I want you to pause for a moment and think about this. How many times have you held on to something far too long? Be it a toxic relationship, a grudge, a failed attempt, or even a childhood dream that no longer serves you. We've all been there, clinging to things, people, or emotions, and believing that letting go somehow equals failure. But here's the truth: letting go isn't about giving up, it's about making space. It's about making room for new beginnings, healing, and growth. And in this episode, we'll explore what it truly means to let go and why it's vital for your personal development and how you can start embracing this liberating process in your own life. So, whether you're a student struggling with academic stress, a young professional stuck in a stagnant job, or someone wrestling with personal relationships, this episode is for you. So, grab a notebook, settle in, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Hello, all. I'm Kapil Gupta, founder of Study Abroad Academy. I'm on a mission to coach and mentor 100,000 high school students and help them realize the dream of studying in the best universities of the world and build happy and successful careers for themselves. So, first things first, what does letting go really mean? Now, letting go is the act of releasing attachments to people, places, memories, outcomes, or even identities that no longer serve your growth or happiness. It's not about forgetting or ignoring what has happened, but about choosing not to let it define your present or dictate your future. Think of it as decluttering your mind and soul, much like cleaning out a closet. You get rid of things that don't fit, aren't useful, or make you unhappy. And in doing so, you create space for something better. But how do you know when it's time to let go? So, here are a few signs. You feel stuck or drained emotionally or mentally. The situation or person is causing more harm than good, or you constantly feel anxious, resentful, or burdened, or even holding on is preventing you from moving forward. Now, for instance, if you're holding on to a friendship that has turned toxic, ask yourself, is this connection uplifting me? Or am I holding on out of fear or nostalgia? Remember, letting go doesn't mean you are weak or selfish. It means you're prioritizing your well being and future over temporary discomfort. Truly speaking, self care is very important and a necessary ingredient to stay happy and lively. I sometimes say to people that whenever you get up in the morning and are standing in front of the mirror, always say, I love you. To the person who is in the mirror, you will love the feeling. Try doing it. And letting go isn't an overnight process. It's an emotional journey and it often feels like a roller coaster. Psychologists liken it to the stages of grief. 1. Denial. Now, this isn't happening to me. Anger. Why did this happen? It's unfair. Then, third, bargaining. Maybe if I just try harder, things will go back to how they were. Or depression, a deep sadness as you realize things won't change. And acceptance, finally coming to terms with the situation and finding peace. And it's okay to experience all these stages. The key is to allow yourself to feel your emotions without judgment. Suppressing your feelings will only delay the process of letting go. So, now let me share a few practical steps, that is, how to actually do or make this happen of letting go. So, there are some practical techniques. 1. Mindfulness and meditation. Practice being present. When you focus on the now, you'll find it easier to detach from past hurts or future worries. 2. Journaling. Write down your thoughts and emotions. Journaling acts as a form of release and helps you gain clarity. And third, therapy. Seeking professional help can provide tools and techniques tailored to your needs. Even I use graphotherapy to help people in multiple ways, including giving them the power of letting go. Then, fourth, visualization. Imagine yourself cutting a cord that ties you to whatever you need to let go of. Now, this symbolic exercise can be surprisingly effective. And fifth, gratitude. Focus on what you are grateful for in your current life. Gratitude shifts your mindset from loss to abundance. So, letting go often comes with grief, whether it's the end of a relationship, the loss of a loved one, or even the closure of a life chapter. Grief is natural, but it's important to process it in a healthy way. And let me tell you how. Acknowledge your pain. Don't suppress your feelings. Let yourself cry or talk about it. It's a natural feeling when we lose our loved ones. We miss them, and that's okay. But we must accept that birth and death is a natural process. The people who have left us have gone on another journey, maybe to the other side of the world. Now, we definitely can cherish their memories and stay contented with the time spent with them. Remember with happiness and move on in your life. Lean on your support system. Share your feelings with friends, family, or a mentor. Create rituals of closure. Now, this could be writing a goodbye letter or performing a symbolic act like planting a tree in memory of what you are letting go of. Then, forgiveness also plays a crucial role in letting go. So, forgive others. Understand that people act out of their own pain or ignorance. Forgiving doesn't mean condoning their actions, but freeing yourself from resentment. In graphotherapy, we say the feeling of resentment leads to health hazards. So, why to have it? It doesn't solve any purpose. Then forgive yourself. Stop blaming yourself for what went wrong. Mistakes are a part of life, and each one is a lesson in disguise. And as the Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So let go, not for them, but for your own peace. Then change is the only constant, and letting go is an essential part of embracing it. Think of it this way: every time you let go, you're opening a door to new opportunities. A failed relationship might lead to self discovery and a healthier connection in the future. Leaving a stagnant job could push you towards your dream career. See change not as an ending, but as a beginning. So, let me share a quick story. I once counseled a young man who had been holding on to a failed business venture. He felt like a failure and was scared to start over. And after months of reflection and letting go of his guilt, he decided to give entrepreneurship another shot. So today, he runs a successful startup and says letting go of his past failure was the best decision he ever made. And just yesterday, I was watching Professor Divyakirti's video on YouTube where he was narrating a few stories to his students. And I'm sure all Indian students must have heard about him, and especially the ones who have prepared or are preparing for the civil services exam. So, the crust of the stories were that young, talented minds suffer and many times end up giving up their lives on reasons like relationship issues. And they fail to understand that if there is a break in the relationship, it's okay. Life is much more precious and they should let go. At the end of the video, he ended with a beautiful line to sum up from a very famous Hindi song by the legendary Sahir Ludhianvi कि वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना ना हो मुमकिन उसे एक खूबसूरत मोड़ देकर छोड़ना अच्छा. Meaning, it's story which is not possible to complete. It's better to leave it after giving it nice twist. So we all have stories like this, don't we? The key is to turn pain into growth and failure into wisdom. So letting go becomes easier when you have a solid support system, whether it's a close friend, family member, or a mentor. Having someone to talk to can make all the difference. Don't hesitate to seek support. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. So here's what awaits you on the other side of letting go, and they are like the long term benefits: improved mental health and reduced stress, stronger, healthier relationships, renewed energy and motivation, and a sense of freedom and peace. It's like dropping a heavy backpack you didn't realize you were carrying. The relief is immeasurable. So, letting go isn't just about people or situations, it's also about releasing self limiting beliefs. Start by identifying negative thoughts like, I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed. Challenge them with facts or affirmations. Replace I can't with I'm learning. So, letting go requires energy and self care, is how you recharge. So, exercise, move your body to release stress, nutrition, eat mindfully to nourish your body and mind, rest. Don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. So, at the end of the day, letting go is about finding peace. Acceptance doesn't mean you are okay with what happened. It means you've decided not to let it control you anymore. So remember, every ending is a new beginning. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that brighter days are ahead. So, to conclude, My listeners, life is too short to carry unnecessary baggage. The art of letting go is not about forgetting or giving up. It's about creating space for the life you deserve. Take a moment today to reflect on what you are holding on to. Ask yourself, is it helping you grow or is it holding you back? Letting go isn't easy, but it's worth it. Start small, be patient with yourself, and trust that every step forward is a step towards freedom. So, if you have questions, suggestions, or just want to say hello, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help and engage in meaningful conversations with you. And there's a link in the description of the podcast that can help you connect with me. So if you found value in the podcast, help us reach more listeners by sharing with your friends, family, and colleagues who might benefit from our discussions. And don't forget to leave a review at the end of the episode. So thank you for tuning in to the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show. And remember, you have the power to let go and create a life full of possibility. So until next time, take care and keep growing.